Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, what we're about to discuss here is nothing short of a game changer for the Lions and the entire NFC North. There's a buzz circulating around the NFL that's shaking the league's landscape. An absolutely massive trade rumor that's got everyone talking. And trust me, when you hear the details, you'll understand why this could be one of the most significant moves in recent NFL history, especially for the Detroit Lions. So, let's break this down carefully, because it involves one of the most powerful running backs in the league right now, Derrick Henry, who's currently with the Baltimore Ravens, but could soon be wearing the Lions' colors. In a surprising turn of events, rumors point to a mega trade involving Derrick Henry, a player who's built like a tank, a true powerhouse, and someone who's consistently been one of the most dominant forces in the NFL when it comes to rushing. The Ravens, currently sitting at 3-5, are apparently looking to shake things up. They're in a bit of a mess post-Jackson, and with the team struggling to find offensive consistency, especially in the ground game, they're reportedly willing to part ways with Henry. The trade proposal: Henry for a second-round pick in 2026 and a fifth-round pick in 2027. That's right, just a second-round pick for a player of Henry's caliber, a guy who's not only a beast power back but also a multi-time All-Pro who can change the course of any game. And the Ravens are doing this, apparently, to free up cap space, around $11 million, and to focus on a full rebuild, especially on the defensive line, after allowing 28 sacks so far this season. Let's take a moment here to analyze why this move makes so much sense for both teams. Baltimore, with a cap hit of about $13 million for Henry, is clearly in a rebuild mode. They're prioritizing younger players and trying to reshape their roster, especially on the defensive front. Trading Henry, who is a proven workhorse, allows them to free up that cap space and get some valuable draft capital in return. But here's where it gets interesting for the Lions. Detroit, sitting at 6-2, is in prime playoff contention, and adding a player like Derrick Henry could be a true game changer for their offense. Their running game, which has been solid, could reach another level with Henry in the mix. Imagine him alongside Jahmyr Gibbs, creating a 1-2 punch that defenses simply cannot handle. Henry's ability to smash through lines, break tackles, 83 PFF broken tackles already this season at a 45% rate, and provide that extra punch in the red zone, where the Lions have been efficient, could significantly boost their scoring potential. Now, if you've been following the Lions this season, you already know that their running game has been a key part of their success, especially after the injury to David Montgomery. But adding Derrick Henry would elevate that even further. He's not just a power back. He's a strategic weapon that forces defenses to game plan differently. His 182 rushing yards in Week 3 against the Bengals showed what he's capable of when healthy and motivated. And with a career total of over 13, 0 rushing yards and 125 touchdowns, Henry's resume speaks volumes. His 2025 stats: 135 carries for 640 yards in just 8 games, averaging 4.7 yards per carry, demonstrate that he's still at his prime. And his ability to perform in high-pressure situations, especially in the red zone where he's scored 8 touchdowns this season, makes him a perfect fit for the Lions' offense. But of course, this trade isn't just about adding a star. It's about strategic team building. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, have been one of the most balanced teams in the league, ranking among the top offenses in many categories. Their offensive line has been solid, and their receiving core, anchored by Amon-Ra St. Brown, has been dynamic. Yet the addition of Henry would provide a new dimension, an unstoppable force that could wear down defenses and open up more opportunities for Goff and the rest of the offense. It's a move that signals Detroit's aggressive intent to not just compete, but to dominate. And let's not forget about the NFC North's current landscape. The Green Bay Packers are rebuilding with Jordan Love, and while they have some promising pieces, they're still finding their footing. The Minnesota Vikings, despite their ups and downs, have a decent offense but lack that consistent ground threat. The Chicago Bears, meanwhile, are still trying to find their identity. In this context, The Lions making a move for a player like Derrick Henry could be the decisive factor that pushes them ahead of their rivals, especially in close games where a powerful running game can control the clock and dictate terms. Now, talking about the impact on the playoffs, there's a clear boost in the odds for Detroit. With Henry in the backfield, their chances of making a deep run increase dramatically. The Lions' odds to reach the Super Bowl, which are already looking promising, could jump from plus 800 to plus 300 if this trade materializes. That's a huge leap, and it underscores how much faith the betting markets are placing in this potential move. Derrick Henry, as an X factor in the playoffs, could be the difference maker, someone who bursts onto the scene in big moments, breaking off long runs and wearing down defenses late in games. But it's not just about the present. This move also sets up the Lions for the future. With a versatile back like Henry, they can maintain a potent ground attack even if Montgomery or Gibbs face injuries. His presence forces defenses to commit extra resources to the box, which opens up passing lanes for Goff and creates more opportunities for their talented receivers. It's a strategic shift that could redefine how the Lions approach the postseason and beyond. Think about how the 70s teams revved up their running games to dominate. This is the kind of vision Detroit is pursuing now. They're not just aiming for a playoff berth. They want to be a dominant force, a team that controls the game from start to finish. Of course, some fans might wonder about the long-term implications. Derrick Henry is in his prime, but he's also approaching the later stages of his career, and contracts always come into play. However, with the Lions' current cap space, around $25 million, they're well-positioned to absorb this move financially. Plus, his addition could help them sustain their success over the next few seasons, especially if they continue to build on their current roster. The Lions have shown they're not afraid to make bold moves, and acquiring Henry would be the ultimate statement of their intent to contend now and in the future. Looking ahead, this trade could also influence other big moves in the league. Teams like Cleveland, who are eyeing a power back like Chubb, might see the value in pursuing similar strategies. But for Detroit, it's all about the now. The potential of pairing Gibbs's agility with Henry's brute force creates a nightmare for defenses. And as we analyze their upcoming schedule, the Lions could become even more dangerous. They're already formidable at home, and with Henry in the backfield, their road games become even more winnable. In conclusion, folks, what we're witnessing here is a true pivot point for the Detroit Lions. Derrick Henry's possible addition could elevate the team from playoff contenders to Super Bowl favorites. It's a move that combines strategy, star power, and a clear vision of dominance. The Lions are aiming high, and with the right moves, they could finally realize their championship dreams in this new era of NFL football. The league better watch out because Detroit's about to make a serious statement. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster trade? Do you think Derrick Henry would be the perfect fit to push the Lions over the top? Or are there concerns about how this might affect the team's chemistry or cap situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Lions. Remember, this isn't just about one player, it's about a strategic shift, a new chapter in Lions history. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned and keep supporting your team. The Lions are on the rise, and with moves like this, they're positioning themselves as serious contenders not just for this season, but for years to come. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Lions!